Hi, friends. So today is going to start with the announcement that I'm going to make every day, which is if you are just getting started with this book, I need you to go back to January 4th's lesson and start there so you can start on chapters 1 and 2. Starting on chapters 1 and 2 will be worth the exact same points as 5 and 6, so it'd be easier for you to get started at the beginning of the book and do well all throughout than it would starting in the middle, being confused, trying to figure out what's going on. So if that's you, for whatever reason, feel free to go back and just start at the beginning. You can do one lesson a day, you can do 2 lessons a day in order to get caught back up, whatever you need to do. But let's always start at the beginning of our novel instead of in the middle. So we are reading a novel called Restart. So far, I've heard pretty good things about it. I heard great things from teachers, but I don't always trust them. I trust you guys, and the fact that I haven't had a lot of complaints, I think is a really good thing. So, as always, here is where you will click to read chapters 5 and 6, and then down below is the audiobook. Some people have messaged me about reading ahead, and that just means I need to spend today screenshotting the book so I can get those files uploaded for you. I will be doing that probably more so this week as a whole, so that hopefully next week I can post the whole week at a time, so that if you would like to keep reading and just keep getting your work done so you don't forget the answers, you may. As always, the audio is going to take you to chapter 5, and there will be a playlist of the chapters to the right. It should automatically start chapter 6, but if not, just feel free to click it. Honestly, there's just a lot of teachers on YouTube reading this out loud, and I tried to find the least annoying voice. If you want to YouTube search and find chapters 5 and 6, and you find a voice that fits your personality better or that you just read along with better, that is always allowed. So we have a few questions today just about Chase and what in the world is going on. And then I want us to just touch on some quotation marks. So if you are in my language arts enrichment class, we worked on quotation marks yesterday. And if you're not, you're going to be able to do this assignment just fine. I want you to find 3 examples that Gordon Korman used quotation marks in chapters 5 and 6, and then write those sentences down correctly. So if it's different people talking, if it was a thought bubble, whatever he used quotation marks for in those 2 chapters, give me 3 examples. And then here, I'm really glad you're watching the video because this is how I'm going to explain it. I have 2 slides. I have a slide of positive character traits and a slide of negative character traits. And so character traits are how we can describe characters and each other, honestly. Just good words that are better than good or bad, right? And that give us more insight into who the character is. Now, the best way to really think about a character is kind of what we've been talking about in our other videos, not just what they say, but how they react, right? Not just how they act to things, but how they react to other people, how other people react to them. So maybe the character doesn't know they're rude yet, but we know by what they said and by how other people reacted that they're rude. However you want to do this, these are just some words. You are always allowed to make up your own words in my class. Like if you want to think of your own positive character traits that aren't on this list, you are always allowed to do that and encouraged. I just wanted to give you a baseline so that you weren't lost on the assignment coming up. So I have a list of positive, a list of negative, and then we have just 2 slides for 2 characters where I want us to list and explain. Please note that that's in bold. Some character traits for Chase. What's he like? How does he react? Does he have positive traits? What about some negative ones? And I couldn't get the text box to be a cute shape. It's still a rectangle text box. Do your best and type something in there. If it bothers you, you can always make it smaller and really scrunch it in to fit there. If it overlaps the little shapes I made, that's fine. I'm not going to count off points for that. I'm just happy you're doing your work. So let's give me 3 character traits and then some really good 2 to 3 sentence explanations of how you know that for both Chase and Shoshana. And then that's the end. That is our whole day today in language arts class, guys. I am so proud of you for doing your work. The work that's been turned in has been very good, very well done. If you are, some people are skipping random slides. Let's make sure we're not doing that. I can't give you points if you don't type anything on the slide. So let's just make sure we do everything. I'm proud of you for being in school. I'm proud of you for doing your work. If you have any questions, you can message me on Schoology or Gmail. Bye, guys. Stay safe.